standard. So up yours.
All right, phone lines, 1-866-95-PATRIOT. 957-2874. Now, there's a new website out there that has really got some of our air fingers, quote, friends in the media very, very, very upset. It's called Christwire.org. And most notably, very upset Rachel Maddow. Now, they've written some nice things about me, and I just thought on a Friday it would be nice to talk to the guys from Christwire.org. Joining us on the program are interns Brian Blake and Mike Wilson. Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Fine. How are you? Why are people getting so angry at you?
Well, people don't like the truth, especially with the liberals. They don't like people knowing their real agenda and how they're wanting to control America and push everybody down into a welfare state and be unholy and non-Christian.
Yeah, Rachel Maddow really ran with a story, and I mean, she was indignant. I watched that videotape over and over and over again. She was like indignant at you guys. The snark, the sarcasm, the anger, the waving of the highlighter pen, and you really got to her. What did you guys do?
We just told the truth. The liberal media, they like to paint a reality, and when anything just goes over that, they get upset and flustered. And they don't even talk about facts. We just saw a great example of that with Maddow.
It's unbelievable. Let's talk about some of the stories you have on the front page. Headline, why is pet turtle masturbation one of the Internet's hottest new trends?
Mike, you can handle that one, too, as well.
It's all part of our culture is becoming more homosexual friendly. We have all this talk about gay marriage, gay adoption, and the focus should actually be the economy. We're still fighting two wars, two fronts. Our soldiers aren't equipped. And we still have people in this country that are trying to make such a agenda for their lifestyle. And I think it's pretty sick. What do you think?
No, well, I totally, I love your website. I agree with everything you guys put up. I mean, sex toys being smuggled into American schools, that is a real problem.
It is. That is definitely true. That is the homo gay agenda is trying to find anything possible to push anything filthy or unholy into the schools. I mean, you now have school lunches trying to teach kids about other countries. You have bean burritos. But American kids shouldn't be eating bean burritos. They should be eating hamburgers, American-made hamburgers. And they're just trying to expose them to all these different cultures, different forms of lifestyle, homosexuality, liberalism. It's sickening. It's really sickening, and they try to do it secretly through toys or lunch or even T-shirts.
Now, here's the thing. I got to give you crap about one thing. I don't think you went far enough on Christina Aguilera. Don't you think she should be deported?
I think actually Derek suggested
one of you guys must be a fan because you guys went a little soft on her.
Mike, what do you think?
I think Derek Van Buren, he made a pretty fair case. She was born and naturalized here, so technically she is a U.S. citizen.
Yeah, but if you don't get the Star Spangled Banner right and your last name's Aguilera, shouldn't you be sent someplace else?
Yeah, she should be sent to one of those. She should be sent back to one of the Mexican states, either Chile or Ecuador or Venezuela, one of the states in Mexico. Yeah.
Now,
or how about this? We just send her to the Middle East. Let them drain their economy for a bit.
You guys, I just noticed that you have an update. AOL buying the Huffington Post. What do you think of that?
Well, Huffington Post is the biggest left-wing machine out there, and the only reason AOL is buying it is because they want to get more attention. They want to be a part of that liberal media. We all know the liberals control the media, and AOL has been going down the drain since 1999. So what better way to get back into the spotlight than buy out one of the biggest liberal machines out there and be put back in the spotlight? That's truly what their agenda is.
Now, how big has the website gotten? Because, I got to thank you. You guys, I've been reading your website, and you wrote some very nice stuff about me.
Yeah.
And we talked about it on the program. How is it going? I mean, are you gaining steam? Are you getting more readers? Are people saying, some of these problems that we read about on Christwire, they're real, and we're not going to take this anymore?
Well, we get, when it comes to you, actually, Tyson Bauer is actually now quotes you at his sermons. He loves you so much, and everybody there loves you. We always say we're right, you're wrong. Anytime we're going to the compounds, or anytime that we're visiting, the other states. Just yesterday, we had Howard Stern try to bash us on air. He was very angry with us, and we've noticed that we've been getting more attention by the left wing because they're so angry. They see that we're the truth. We're guiding people to the holy light, and they get so mad and so angry. They're going, "Hey, you're ruining our agenda." So they've been bashing us, and we don't understand it. It's almost, Christians are always bashed, and here it is. It's the cool thing to do is bash the Christian. I thought these people were against bullying, but yet you bring someone who's conservative or Christian, it's okay to bully. We don't think that's fair, but any attention is good attention.
Well, no. I mean, I think. Look, we were just talking to a state of Utah politician who's in a lot of trouble with the left because they went in Utah, named the Model 1911, the Colt 45, the official gun of the state of Utah, and it's all Gabrielle Giffords this and Gabrielle Giffords that, even though Gabrielle Giffords is from Arizona, not Utah.
Correct, and that gun is a great gun. It's 100 years old. My father's owned one. They were tinkering around with that technology since the 1880s, and look at it. It's still a gun that you can use today. It should be praised as a great American invention. What's wrong with that?
No, nothing at all. Another thing, we're here in New York City. Have you guys been to New York City lately?
I personally haven't.
You're going to be coming to New York City anytime soon because you have a story up here about new street signs specifically for gay crossings.
Oh yes, yeah. That's in San Francisco. They're starting to put these signs up to let people know that might be a homosexual crossing because homosexuals want attention. They need attention. They want everybody to know they're there. That's why they act the way they act. They're usually people who didn't get enough attention when they were younger. So now, when you can't see them, you can still see them by signs. Mike, do you have any thoughts to put on that? Have you heard anything?
Yeah, Mike, you've been kind of silent there, Mike.
With these signs, like the way I think about homosexuals is this new movement by them. They're kind of like a cat in heat. They're always like pawing around, trying to get into more of our society. And these street signs, they're just sick. I was really shocked actually when I first saw the report on them. It's shocking that a city would actually use taxpayer dollars to put up these signs. It's really bad.
But you don't think people should have a special crossing sign denoting where cars should stop if they're in the crosswalk?
Where do we stop?
I don't know.
Should everyone get a crossing sign?
Well, don't handicapped people get their own parking spots?
Yes, that's true. So,
just we could debate these issues. One last thing before I let you go, and again, we're talking to our friends from Christwire.org. Just how come we didn't get any senior officials here? Just the interns. Am I not good enough?
No. The seniors, they stay away from the media and they don't want their voices on air because the government can get voice recognition and find out where they are.
All right. Well, we're being joined by Brian Blake and Mike Wilson from Christwire.org. Mike, you take this one. You take the lead on this one. Are atheists capable of love? You guys say no. I would agree.
No, they're not. If you can't have Christ written in your heart, if you can have so much hate down in you that you can say yes to when the Supreme Court took prayer out of our public schools in 1952, how can you love anyone else? Look at all the violence in schools right now. It's really sick.
So on Valentine's Day, atheists shouldn't bother giving each other flowers or candy or anything else. They should just skip the 14th.
They may as well.
Well, listen, guys, I think the website's great. I'm glad you're out there doing the work that is either too hard or too tough for other people to do. I'm sorry that there are some angry people and that don't like you, Rachel Maddow being one of them. I'm sure you're going to get into a lot more trouble with the mainstream media, but you have a friend here in the Wilkow majority, and I hope you know that.
Yes, we do. We bless you, and God bless you.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for writing the piece about me. It really did warm my heart to know that somebody out there in the media, or I should say, the better media, appreciates this radio program.
Well, you do a great job, and you got to praise where praise is due, and you're the guy on top. You're pressing the message that needs to be said.
All right, the website is Christwire.org. Read what these guys have to say. They tell the truth. Brian, Mike, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we're going to take the early break here. 1-866-95-PATRIOT. 1-866-95-PATRIOT. We'll take some calls, and then we'll get out of here and make way for Sean Hannity. We're right, they're wrong. That's the end of the story. Sirius XM Patriot.
A gathering place for great Americans.
We asked the president to join us in committing, as in our pledge, to reducing spending to 2008 levels or less, and to actually reforming the way Congress and the executive branch decides to spend money. Instead of focusing so much on spending, let's focus on spending less.
Sirius XM Patriot. Sirius 144, XM 166.